We've been coming to this campground for years, partly due to its locations. It's very close to Hershey, PA.
Dry camping at the Hershey RV show, or a flat lawn with no lights at night.
We passed by there. It was terrible.
If somebody's there when you walk in, they always say hello. They're very friendly. But we did have an issue this time.
If you like old school state park camping, we got the perfect place for you. So we are at Gifford Pinchot State Park in Lewisberry, PA.
Although the GPS said Gifford Pinchot.
Maybe it's Pinchot. So
let us know if you know what it is.
It's in Lewisberry, PA. We've been coming to this campground for years, partly due to its locations. It's very close to Hershey, PA. About, well, not really close, but it's about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But it works out perfect for us. So we really like this campground because it has that old school state campground feel.
So we're going to rate this campground for you using our Endless RVing perfect campground criteria, and we're going to start with our must-haves. And in terms of must-have, location is always important to us. As Izzy said, it's very close to, well, not somewhat close to Hershey Park, pretty easy to get to, and they have a lot to do here, which we're going to get to. So the next must-have has to do with site sizes and getting in and out. This park is extremely easy to find, to get into. It's well marked. It's marked in loops, so loop A, loop B, so it's exactly marked where you need to turn. The roads are wide enough. The site sizes are quite large depending on what you book. You know, there's smaller ones, but our site is plenty big for us. We fit our car right in front, no issues at all.
And very typical, like the PA state parks, they do a great job. So you have a variety of different things here. It's just really nice. They're always, every PA state park we stayed at has been really well kept, and we always enjoy our time. So just a couple little tidbits of information. Gifford Pinchot State Park is 2,338 acres, and it's open all year. Now, I don't know about the camping if that's open all year, but the park itself is open all year. They also have a huge lake, which we're going to talk a little bit more about, where they have swimming available, boating, kayaking. You can do all those activities. So the next must-have are level sites, and do they allow pets? So level sites, they're not perfectly level, but they're within that margin of error, a couple of inches off. You can't perfectly level because you need somewhere for that water to run off. So there's always going to be a little bit to adjust, but completely acceptable.
And then allow pets? Yes, they do. There's many dogs around and plenty of places, which we'll get to take your dogs. So let's talk about the like to haves, because this we don't need, but we like to have full hookups. This park does have full hookups, but we are not in the full hookup section. And then they have spots with no hookups. We have electric here.
So you have a variety of tent campers, trailers, motorhomes. They have everything. When we come to this park, we specifically get just electric. That's all we really need.
Right.
It works out perfect. 50, 30 amp, and they also have 50, 30, 20 amp, and some are just 20 amps. Very large park, well over 300 sites. There's going to be something to fit your needs.
So the next like to have is space. Now, space varies here. Again, depends on what kind of spot you have. The loop that we're in, this is loop A, the spaces are nice, and most of them, you know, you have your fire pit, plenty of room. Everybody is easily parking their RV with their car right in front.
Yeah, and again, what's really nice about the PA State Park system is on their website, which is where you would book, you can see the space, which is pretty awesome. And they kind of tell you how long everything is. So you could at least know the length and what size, how many slides you can open, stuff like that. So that's a really good feature about the PA State Park system. Now, the next thing we would really like to have is good internet signal. And depending where you are in the park, it's pretty good. So like where we are right now, we have about 74 to 100 down, and then between about 4.5 all the way up to 17 up. It varies depending on network traffic, weather. Like when we got here, there was nobody really here.
Right, it was empty.
Speeds were much better. Today they're a little slower, but still fine for whatever you need to do.
We've been able to upload and download, no issues. The next one is not a lot of overhang. Well, this, you're in a state park, so you have tons of trees. There is going to be some overhang, and it's okay. We'll just blow off the roof like we always do.
Yes.
But it's good because it's good for cover. Again, those of you that use Starlink might have a little bit of a difficulty here.
Now, some sites are better than others, depending where some are completely covered, some are partially, but if you come here, just expect that you might have to deal with trees. Now, the next thing that we would like to have is a dog park. There is no dog park here, but there are a lot of areas to walk.
Right. Many of you travel with your dogs. That's why we always like to cover this. There are miles and miles to take your dogs for walks.
One of the tools that we use, it's pretty awesome to find campgrounds, is campgroundviews.com. Campgroundviews.com gives you a virtual tour of a campground, both from each site through the amenities. That's why it's so much different than, say, like a Google Maps. For example, a Google Maps here, you won't be able to see through the tree line.
You're not going to be able to see the inside of the cabins, which you can with Campground Views.
Or the bathrooms.
Or the amenities, the bathrooms, all of those things. They have over 1,800 campgrounds now on their site and over 35,000 campsites. They have all the state parks in California, Oregon, Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Idaho, Tennessee, Washington, and 175 parks in Florida, and growing every day.
Right. Campgroundviews.com was started by a full-time RVer, Mark Kep, who was getting frustrated with showing up at campgrounds, and then it's like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
They are exploding as far as growing. When we started working with them, they had a couple of hundred. They're literally adding hundreds a month.
Yep.
Their ultimate goal is to have every campground in the United States in their system. And what's even more special is that after you look at the campground, you find your site, you can book it right from their website.
Right.
It's pretty awesome, guys. If you want to try it out for free, use the discount code ENDLESSFREE and you'll get 1 month free trial. And then if you like it and use the discount code ENDLESSRVing, you will get 25% off of your membership. And they're super affordable memberships.
Yep.
They are supported by RVers. They are a huge supporter of our channel. We're going to put all their information down below.
So let's talk about bonuses and amenities. And there are tons in this park. Something I love about Pennsylvania state parks is that each one is so different. Some of them have pools, some of them have other things to do. So much here. So let's just talk about the miles of trails and loops that you can walk and run. We both did that this morning. You have right behind us, there's a beach area where there is swimming. I don't think there's going to be swimming today. It's starting to get a little cooler. Certain loops have other things. So another loop, this is A. Another loop, I believe it's B. They have a boat launch. There's no swimming there, but they have the boat launch, so you can take your kayaks out and things like that. They also have fishing there.
Yeah, and they also have here yurts, and they have log cabins.
Cottages.
Or cottages.
Yep.
Also have access to firewood. So when you first enter, there's a huge storage. You go pay for firewood, which is good because you want the firewood locally. So there's no like invasive species. You're not really supposed to be bringing in your own, or you're not supposed to be bringing in your own stuff.
They also have a volleyball right near our site. Actually, across the way, there's volleyball, there's horseshoes. They have multiple bathhouses for each loop with showers and, toilets and sinks and all that good stuff.
Which is what we utilize. We utilize the shower because we don't have electric hookup.
Water. Yeah, they also have right outside the bathroom, they have a double sink deep that you can bring your dishes to wash, which is, you really like
Love it because you don't have to really use water.
Yep.
It's like a game. We don't have water hookups. I tried it. We're still at 2/3. We came in full and we barely used any water. They also have large fields here. So if you like to have family gatherings, you want to play football or wiffle ball or whatever ball you want to play, you have that ability because there's a lot of space.
Right. Something else they have here for the swimming area, if you have any handicaps or you need something that's handicapped accessible, they do have adaptive floating wheelchairs actually for
I've seen that.
people. I haven't either, and they're free, and you just have to call the main office, but you can use that, I guess, during the season when all of this is open.
Couple other bonuses, they have like an overflow parking, visitor parking. So if you have people visiting you, there's plenty of parking spots within each loop, easy walk to your campsite.
They have dump station, they have dumpsters, they have the entrance right when you come in. Usually park rangers are there. If you have questions, you're able to ask them.
So here are some of our deal breakers. The number one deal breaker for us are breed restrictions. Now this is a state park. There's no breed restrictions. So you only get that really on private campgrounds for the most part. So that's a check. We're good.
Yes. The next one is bad reviews. So every park's gonna have bad reviews. This one has some, but it has very good reviews. And we've been coming here for years.
Yeah, I don't know what the bad review would be here. The place is really, really nice. We like this place. We wish we had places like this in New Jersey.
We have a couple, but
not as nice as this.
No.
The next one's going to be the landscaping. Now you're in a state park. It's not going to be like Fort Wilderness or some fancy place, but you have natural landscaping and it's all well kept. Trees are properly trimmed, the grass is cut. They do a good job here. It's what you would expect in a state campground. The next one is going to be the attitude of the campers. And every time, we've been here, what, 5-6 times already?
About that, yeah.
Always been great. People are quiet,
very
family friendly. You see a lot of kids on bicycles, but everybody's respectful of your space, your property. We've never had an issue here.
No, very, very nice people. And they also, the campground hosts are in each area. So So if you
loop.
have issues, yep, you're able to go to them and get something addressed.
I do want to address one thing. It's not breed restrictions, but there's certain areas of the campground that don't allow pets. So you got to keep that in mind. We're in an area right now that does not allow pets. We know we've had friends that tried to stay in this area with pets, and they were asked to move to another area, and rightfully so. That's just the rules of the park.
So yeah, this was a busy trip for us, so the dogs stayed at home, but don't try to get into Loop A with pets. Just remember that. So the next one is the attitude and I guess the helpfulness of the staff. This was great, especially this time. We usually don't encounter them, but this time we needed them. If somebody's there when you walk in, they always say hello. They're very friendly, but we did have an issue this time with our 50 amp hookup. So we were able to get 30. We were not able to get 50. It was completely broken.
It just didn't work.
Not good. So we reached out one day, the first day actually. Within a day or so, we were out. We got a phone call. Just wanted to let you know that your 50 amp service is working. There was a note on our door. We fixed your 50 amp service. It was really, really great. Quick, and the communication was excellent.
Now regarding the rest of the staff, like MJ said, each loop has a campground host. So you'll see them in the morning cleaning out the fire pits, getting the sites ready for the next party that's going to come in. Also, you see the employees from the state park themselves driving around. You see the rangers, people kind of cleaning. So it's a really well staffed. Like right now, it's a Saturday. I see them, they're cleaning the bathrooms. They're out here early in the morning doing what they have to do. Now let us talk about the cost.
Yes, everybody always wants to know that. So this park at this time of year, we are here in September. I'm sure it's very similar throughout. It's about $35 a night.
So you break it down. It was 4 nights, 136 bucks. I think it's 30 bucks a night, and then they charge you the convenience fee of $6.50. So yeah, 35 bucks a night. It's a no-brainer for us. I know Hershey RV Resort this week is charging $150 a night. We weren't about to pay that.
And dry camping at the Hershey RV show is $60 a night for a flat, lawn with no lights at night.
We passed by there. It was terrible.
It was pitch black. Well, they had one floodlight for the entire area. So it's really expensive.
Homeless encampment.
Right. The good thing there is that you're close. Here's 40 minutes away.
It's okay.
But we don't mind.
But we get to take hot shower. We have electricity. We don't have, generators running and smelly porta-johns. We actually prefer this. So in the comments below, let us know, have you stayed at this state park or any other Pennsylvania state parks? Because we've hit a bunch of them, but there's a lot of them in the state that we want to see. And then if you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put our RV tourist playlist, we'll put our RV campground reviews playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.